Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach, right?
Eason in trouble, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Eason. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 32 on the play.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Eason's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now. Down at the 33. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Sliding out of the pocket. Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Clement. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Eason. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. A give. This is Chubb shedding through the defense. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then you're deep.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
This will be caught. Judy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to you.
He's got a man, complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 41 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover, because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. They'll throw on first down with Eason. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Broncos have broken the tie. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Mayfield off the play fake. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignment. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
47 is the mic. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here one.
From the gun, Eason. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams
punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. Now Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there.
Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down, Clement, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They go play action with Eason. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Eason off the play fake. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On third down, Eason.
They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. They run it again with Chubb. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. picked up by Michael Ojemudia.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Play action. It's Eason. Got a man. It's Judy complete.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Off the play fake. Eason, he's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
From the gun is Eason.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Greg Newsom.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Back to throw. Eason. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Mike Evans there to make the grab.
And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Point after try forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Next to score, Broncos 35, Browns 28. Sterling Hoff Richter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff Richter to kick off.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Second down, here's Eason. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter, getting down to the good stuff. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Now Eason. This is the tight end fan.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Eason to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Eason gets this to Fant, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First and 10, Eason. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Eason airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
To throw on 3rd down, Eason airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Here's Baker.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Browns drive about to get started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 84 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. He'll buy some time right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's... And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy, but the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for the Browns, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.